There's another tool that I always say should be in the filter menu, but it's in the edit menu. It's called Transform Warp. Now Adobe, if you're watching this, I think belongs here because it should go into Stored. That's just my humble opinion. So I'm going to show you guys how this tool works. It's really cool. The first thing I'm going to do is delete everything I have by pressing Command or Control A and hitting delete. I'm going to create some text. So let me grab my text tool. Once my fonts load, sometimes it takes a little while. There we go. And I'm going to type the word warp. I'm also going to double click here, select the whole word and drop it down so it's a little smaller. And I'll deselect the type tool by hitting the move tool up here. I'm going to do the transform thing we've been doing this whole time by pressing Command and Control T. So I can then grab this and scale it. Then I'm going to hit enter or return to accept. Now for this effect, I'm actually going to take this type and turn it into pixels. So I'm going to right click, make sure I have the word selected instead of my background because I have two layers. And I'm going to go to Layer, Rasterize, Type. I'm going to confirm this by going to my layers, and yes, we see the word here instead of the T. Now I can go to the Edit menu, choose Transform and Warp. What you'll see here is we are presented with a cage. We can manipulate whatever's in the cage by using the handles, which we're familiar with by now, these points here as well, and by moving items from within the cage itself. For example, I'll click on this point, and I use the handle to move it. And I'll go inside now and move it down. I'll go inside this one and move it over here. Grab this one, move it over here, and grab this handle and move it over here. So we have lots of different points that we can use as contacts to actually move things around and manipulate them. The warp tool can be used to fit a logo on a balloon, say a hot air balloon that you want to have a logo emblazoned upon, or the side of a truck, or an awning, or a balloon. All kinds of really cool things. You can even use the warp tool for fun. So you can take someone's face and squish it up. And you could pinch things and move things around and make them look like a werewolf. Not that I've ever done that to a picture of my mother-in-law. So, the warp tool, once again, I think highly belongs in the filter menu because if you look at something called Liquify, it pretty much does something similar, whereby you can move things around and distort them. So it's a tool I think you'll find quite useful, especially when it comes down to putting words on things that are very difficult to normally type across or around with these type tools.